today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Open man is Myers. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Burrow looking to pass. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Here's a give to Mixon. He stiff arms him, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for Mixon last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Harris running straight ahead, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And again, that's Hurst. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Trying to give it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. The Patriots are going to have the football here at the... own 18-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offensive coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try to take the field goal out of it.
Jones throw there complete to Myers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is taken in by Hurst. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They run for it with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 14-0. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That's caught left side. Myers with it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dashing through the snow. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll go down in. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews. From the 44, Jones complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones on third down. He completes it to Henry. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Folks' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they're in the hurry-up. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my God.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They clinch the top spots of the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Here's Jones on first down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is born. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Folk's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
After the penalty, it's Mixon, and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 230 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And some room, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Jones now to throw on third down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Tackles.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Watch the run.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. New England on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's tough to play zone defense where they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we...
Touchdown, Patriots! Dalton Keene, his first touchdown. Down on the year. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. shreds him with a stiff arm. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And he finds Parker here, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Jones. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones throwing on 1st down and caught by Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Jones throwing complete for Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Complete. It's Henry.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance. For them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.